Hey guys, in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to fix a simple knitting mistake. So as you can see here, I've got a row or column of 3 purls in a row in between these 2 cables. And so I've got a purl stitch, a purl stitch, and this is a knit stitch when it in fact should be a purl stitch. So you can see by that little V shape that that is a knit stitch. So what I'm going to show you how to do is how to turn this knit stitch into a purl stitch. So the old me would have gone all the way back and undone my entire round just to fix this stitch, but I've since learned that there are better ways of doing this. So we've got our purl, and a knit. So we are going to change this knit stitch into a purl by carefully sliding your stitch off of the left-hand needle, and then I like to take something like a small needle or a cabling needle, and we're going to pull that stitch out. And so now we've got this bar and we've got our stitch, our previous stitch. So what we're going to do is we are going to take that bar and we are going to place it in front of that loop, in front of that stitch, like so. So we're going to bring that bar to the front, and then I recommend using a small crochet hook. This is a 4.5 millimeter, and then we're going to go in through the back of that previous stitch, and we are going to place that yarn, that bar, onto our hook, and we are going to pull it through. It can be a little bit tricky. We're going to pull it up through, and look what we've just created. We've made a purl stitch. You can see by that little purl bump. So now I'm just going to go ahead and place it onto my left-hand needle. Bring my working yarn to the front, and we're just going to go ahead and purl this stitch. And there you have it. We've got 3 purl stitches. Boom. Super easy. So now I'm going to show you what to do. Let's say you have a purl stitch, but you are supposed to have knit. So I'm going to show you, basically it's just the inverse of what we just did. So I'm going to go ahead and set it up. So we're going to take out that stitch. Just a second. Okay, so there's our previous purl. So let's say we want to turn it into a knit stitch. We're going to do the same. We're going to pull the stitch out, and now we've got that bar of yarn again. And this time we want this bar of yarn to be placed towards the back of our loop, behind that stitch. Then we're going to go in through the front and then pull that yarn up through. And there you have it. Now you've created a knit stitch. Oh, I thought I twisted it, but actually, no, it was correct. Sorry, the yarn is just really loose. It looked a little funny. But so now you can see you've got that V shape again, and you've just created a knit stitch. So now I'm going to go ahead and knit. And just like that, you've turned your purl into a knit. So this is a really just simple technique if you ever find yourself in this situation, like I have many a times. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this back into a purl stitch because that's what I actually need. So I'll go ahead and show you one more time. So let's say you have a knit stitch and you want, in fact, a purl stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and gently pull that stitch out. I've got this bar of yarn. I'm going to hold it towards the front because we're creating a purl stitch. Go in through the back of that loop. And I think this is a little bit easier of a technique if you lay that bar of yarn down over your hook and anchor it with your thumb. It makes it a little bit easier. And then you pull it up through and then place your purl stitch back onto your left-hand needle. And you can see we've got that nice little purl bump. So we're going to go ahead and purl. And voila, 3 purls. Thank you for watching. I hope that this technique helps you guys. And as always, keep it cozy, and I will see you in the next one.